Hi, and welcome to day 1 of section 5.3, solving trig equations. What we're going to do today is we're going to solve trig equations, find out what x can equal. And to do this, we're going to use standard algebraic techniques. We're going to combine like terms, we're going to factor. We're going to do everything that we can to isolate the trig function and finally solve for x. Let's take a look at this first one. And so what we want to isolate is our trig function right here, sine x. So the first thing I'm going to do is add 1 to both sides. And then I'm left with 2 sine x is equal to 1. And now I need to get this trig function by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 2. What I'm left with here is sine x is equal to 1/2. So what you have to think is what angle has a sine of 1/2. So going to your unit circle, if you remember, sine is positive in quadrant 1 and quadrant 2. So my two possibilities are right here and over here. So x could be pi over 6. And x could be 5 pi over 6. Now, since you are solving an equation, there's many more possibilities. There's no, we're not thinking about inverse functions here. We're not thinking about making the inverse of sine a function. So there's infinite possibilities here. So what you have to remember is I can go up here to 5 pi over 6, or pi over 6. I can also go around the unit circle one more time. I could go around twice or 3 times. I could go -1. So this here, you have to add 2 pi, and you can do it as many times as you want. You can do it negative, positive. So the way that we're going to express this is to say that we are going to add 2 n pi. And n can be any integer. You can go around once, twice, once again negative. If you go around 0, that's when you end up at pi over 6. And going over here to 5 pi over 6, it's the same thing. I can go to 5 pi over 6, or I can get to a sine of 1/2 if I go around one more time, as many times as I want, and in either direction. So to this 5 pi over 6, I also have to add 2n pi. And so that would be your answer for this example. So what I want you to do is I want you to spend a couple minutes reading what I have up here on the screen. I already talked about this a little bit. So formalize your thinking and come up with some reasons why you think these statements are true. Compare, and how will you remember? Find a way to remember what's going on here. So read this, think about it, write a few sentences in your notes, and please come to class prepared to ask questions. Thanks, and that's it for today.